Such a delight. As I was sitting there getting ready to barbecue the hot dogs, I looked up and I saw 2 red robins. I have not seen a live red robin. I've seen ceramic red robins and different kinds like that, but it was beautiful. And it just brought joy to my spirit knowing that this land is going to be just filled with wonderful birds. Not only the red robins, but there's been all kinds, maybe sparrows. I'm not a bird person, so I don't know birds, but I might have to get me a book because I've seen about 4 different types of birds just today. They're just kind of flurrying around, and it is so delightful. I've disturbed them, so they're not flying right now, but yeah, that's pretty neat. It's about time we see something that's delighting our spirit versus the rats and the spiders and the thorns and the caterpillars and the snakes and the whatever else we've encountered. Anyway, this is a delight. Yep, it sure is. Oh, by the way, snow flurries tonight. 8 degrees. Oh my gosh. I thought when we came from Northern California down south to Texas that we were going to have warm weather all year round. Gosh, I must have been kidding myself. I never realized that I'd be as cold as I am. Anyway, back to my fire. I was totally wrong about that robin. I think it was a cardinal. It was really red, and when we looked on the internet, robins weren't as red as I thought they were. They have a red breast, but this was a red bird. Anyway, we'll figure that out down the road when we see some more. But what I'm doing now is I've gone through the cupboards where all the canned goods were. I pulled all the cans out and I sterilized them with bleach and cleaned the shelves and everything and then put them all back because that rat that was in here at the beginning of the week was climbing all over those things. So I cleaned them all up and now I can feel a little bit safer about eating the food that's within those cans. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fix another challenge that we have, and that is warming up this RV because it's supposed to be like 8 degrees tomorrow night, and that's really cold. It's too cold for our RV and the water system that runs underneath. And because of the rats, they've, put holes in our heating vents, or that tube. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, Lee's going to fix that. He's going to go in there. We bought some new stuff to replace all the tubing that the heating vents that go through there. And we bought some styrofoam, I don't know what it is, it's sheets. It's about a 1/2 inch thick styrofoam sheets, and it's got foil on one side. We're going to put those in the windows to try to keep it warm because it's going to be a really, really cold night, and the heater's going to have to work extra, and we're relying on the solar, and we're not getting pure sun. We're getting cloudy sun, and so we need the solar to keep the batteries charged. And we don't have electricity yet here on the property. We do have the generator, but that uses a lot of fuel. And so when the temperature drops below 20 degrees, we will run that generator through the night and try to keep this as warm as possible. Then we bought some 3.5 inch insulation, and we're going to open up the cargo bays on either side of the RV, and we're going to put this insulation inside there because the plumbing goes between the cargo bays and the cab of the RV, and so we need to try to keep that as warm as possible so the pipes don't freeze and ruin the plumbing. And so that's our challenge today, and that's what we're going to do is take care of all that. And so it should be fairly easy, but it is taking us away from starting our garage build, which hopefully we'll be able to start our garage build quite early tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have that done before Christmas. And we were invited to a Christmas I don't know if it's a Christmas party, but they have a guest speaker coming over at this Posey Church, which is down the road. And we've been invited like by 3-4 different neighbors to go to the Posey Church. And so they're having a special event tonight at 6:30. And so we're going to stop working early, and we're going to get ourselves cleaned up and presentable. And we're going to go over there to the Posey Church and check it out and see their guest speaker and join their Christmas party that they're having over there. And that should be delightful, and it will be really nice because a lot of the neighbors are going to be there, and so we'll start to create that bond that we need in the neighborhood. And the people have been so nice out here, and if we have a question, we can just call one of them and they'll just lead us in the right direction. For example, earlier today, we needed to know, we have to get the garbage pickup started, the service started, because we've been hauling our trash to our daughter's house, and we can't do that all the time. We're collecting more and more trash and taking up more and more her trash cans in McKinney, so we are going to get a trash service. And so we just called them and found out who the trash service was and whether they bring the trash can to us or if we have to supply our own and all that good stuff. And they're just really helpful people. And you know what's really interesting? When we ask one person a question, if they don't have the answer, they don't just say, I don't know, call someone else. They say, I don't know, let me find out. And then they make all the phone calls and get back to us and tell us what we need. And so that is just too delightful. I mean, who does that? Not a lot of Californians, I know. But anyway, that's what we're doing today, and I hope I can remember to record it. I tend to forget to either record our events we're doing, or I forget to turn on the volume, or I forget to charge the battery. So the videos don't come very frequently because there's a lot of things you're missing, but you are getting to see some of the results as we go along. And I hope you're enjoying watching us do this work and trying to establish ourselves. It's really hard to take a city person and put them in the country. I didn't realize it'd be this hard, but it is, and that's okay, because in God's strength, we can do anything. What does it say? You know that scripture. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. Anyhow, love y'all.